because the further forward you move, the further you can fall. The higher you get, the higher you can fall. If you start moving backwards and you start regressing, that's automatically going to get to your head, and that's going to make you feel sad, and that's going to make you feel some type of way. It's going to invoke a harder sense of sadness when you fall from the top as opposed from falling from the middle. So the more you work and the more you grow, the harder you must then work. Sometimes you can't stop regression. Sometimes you can't stop yourself from falling back. What you need to do is build so ferociously and build so much that you develop the mindset that nothing can stop you. So when you do fall back, when you do fall behind, when you do take that loss every now and then, instead of saying, I don't know what to do, you say, okay, whatever, it's a setback. I can grow from this. I took one step back so I could take 5 steps forward. And once I'm over it, I'm going to build back everything I had twice as strong. That's the mindset you need to develop. And I know a lot of times you're told not to be cocky, not to be ignorant, not to think you're the shit. Think you're the shit. Your life won't get worse if you think you're the shit. Every now and then I didn't have power when I lived in that house. I was so depressed with myself. The only relief I got was video games. That's why I played video games so much. All the time I was playing 6, 7, 8 hours a day. And then, upon self-evaluating, the only reason I did that was because when that video game turned off, I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy with my surroundings. I wasn't happy with the things around me. The only relief from my reality, okay, and let that word sink in, relief from the reality, from the life I'm living, was playing video games. I'm not happy with the life I'm living. I need a relief from my own existence. That is true misery. That is true unhappiness. And I just want to reach out to the person, to the kid that's like me, and say, listen, I want you to do better, and I want you to create happiness, and I want you to work on yourself. So I read this in Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and it was actually a really good analogy. And so if you can picture the man sitting on top of the donkey, dangling the carrot in front of the donkey's face, all the donkey sees is that carrot, and all the donkey's chasing after is that carrot. Right? The man on top of the donkey is trying to get somewhere. He's using the donkey to get to where he wants to go. But all the donkey wants is that carrot. The donkey could end up anywhere in the world. It doesn't matter, right? As long as it gets the carrot. Then the donkey gets the carrot, and then the next day the guy comes out and there's another carrot, right? There's always something else. There's always going to be something else that you want. So the idea that we just want to live comfortably, the idea that this social norm, you make more money, you spend more money, you make more money, you get what you want, is a fallacy, is a false concept, is a negative concept. You need to set those standards. You need to set a standard that I am going to be the best version of myself for me. I am going to be happy for me. I am going to create the life I want to live for me. You don't work on it. You literally just live that way. You just exist that way. You just exist in a body, in a world where you hate yourself. You are unhappy with yourself. You are unhappy with the person you are. And instead of changing it, you decide, well, I'm just going to continue living this way and blah, 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 because changing it is harder than being a POS. But I think you need to do something 3 months consistently before it becomes habit. So the first 3 months, it's going to be discipline. Days you don't want to do it, you still got to do it. Days you don't want to go, you still got to go. That's going to be the discipline required to get yourself going to the gym. And it's going to be 3 months of you fighting yourself and fighting your own mentality to get up and go do that. But the thing is, like Seth was saying, that discipline that it takes to go to the gym every single day be the same discipline it requires to do other things in your life, right? The same discipline it takes to go to the gym consistently, to diet consistently, is the same discipline it's going to take to become a millionaire. So this can really be the start of your journey. This can really be the start of your mindset. If you can wake up every day, apply pressure on yourself in the gym, right? Work hard, be sore, be tired, wake up the next day, go again. If you can wake up every single day and do that, you're going to be able to wake up every single day and work on your business and be focused on your business. And you're not going to put up with the same BS that you put up with before you went to the gym. Trust me. Always going to be something more, right? Oh, well, you want a new car, just work really, really hard and you'll get a new car, and then you buy that new car. Okay, cool. So you got the carrot. Next day, there's going to be a new carrot. If you can pull out and you can see the whole picture, and you realize that you're the donkey, are you still going to chase that carrot? Is that still going to be your goal? Or are you going to go off and and find a way to create your own carrots, to create what you really, really want, what you truly want. Don't want to just get the carrot and then let life take you on your next journey and let someone ride you to where they're going to go and you go on your next journey. You want to be able to create your own wealth. You want to create your own money. We want to create that financial freedom where we don't have to wake up every single day. Think about it. You're working for it anyway. You work every single day and you put money to the side for retirement so that one day when you wake up, you don't have to work. And for some people, they're able to eclipse a way that their money works for them so they don't have to wake up and go to work. Because they created this empire, because they created this machine where money comes back to them abundantly, they're able to not only make more money and give themselves raises through their empire that they built, but they're also able to live comfortably. So their finance is growing without them having to input much.
When you feel depressed, the thing is you can fix that. There's a cure. And it's going to be through your actions, right? If you feel depressed because I'm struggling financially, because I'm out of shape, because I don't have good friends, because people don't like me, whatever it is, that can change. You can change that. You have the active ability to change that. You just need to get off your butt and actually act on it. I think it's crazy to me that people will actually come to me and they will say something like, oh, well, I'm broke and out of shape because I'm depressed. When the truth of the matter is, you're depressed because you're broken out of shape, right? Like, you need to get your life together before you actually claim that you're depressed.
Life without dreams is like driving with no destination. You never know where you're going to end up. And then dreams without goals or stepping stones to those dreams is like driving to a destination with no navigation. You could get lost, right? So even when you reach your first dream, you're still going to be going somewhere. You have to figure out where you're going to go. So if your dream is, I want to be a multimillionaire, okay, you get there. Now what? Now what's next, right? You don't just want to start driving randomly and, you want to make sure that there's somewhere you can go and somewhere you can get to. I always say that, like, true motivation, it's going to be hard to maintain that forever. Like, eventually you're going to wake up and be like, I don't want to do this, right? But if you understand that doing the things that you don't want to do is ultimately going to get you to where you want to get to, then you don't necessarily need that motivation to be like, oh yeah, like I'm ready. Like, you're still going to do it anyway, and you're still going to perform anyway, right? So like staying focused and understanding where you can get to and where you can reach is really what's going to keep you pushing forward. I'd even build on that point. I'd say look at it like it's work. Like, people wake up and they go to a job they hate so they can maintain a life that they hate. Right? You don't need work. The only thing we need on this earth as people is to eat, sleep, shit, and die. We don't need anything else. So, oh, well, I need to go to work. Yeah, okay, you made that a need. Why don't you make going to the gym a need? Why don't you make working in your social circle a need? Why don't you make improving your finances a need? These are all things we need. Right? But you're unwilling to do it because it's hard. And I like what you said about staying focused and focusing on your goal and like making that your focus, right? You found your passion and you focused on that early. So it doesn't matter what's going on around you, right? It doesn't matter all the bad things and all the bad influences. If you're focused, nothing's going to deter that focus. If you're really, really focused and you truly, truly love it, you should stay on that path. It doesn't matter that this guy's going to do this and this guy's going to do that. You're trying to make money. You're trying to get out. And I think it's important to keep that mindset and actually believe you can make better. I think a lot of people get deterred when they lose that confidence, when the world tells them, well, it's not realistic, it's not possible, you're not able to do this, or you're not good enough. You just stay focused and you constantly, practice. Like Franz said, practice, constantly learn, constantly evolve, observe the things around you. That way you can actually get better and become better.